What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. This is the Heartletics Podcast, and this also is the Heartletics YouTube channel. And so, if you guys are watching this right now or hearing this right now, you're probably thinking to yourself, like, man, what is wrong with this guy? Like, he sounds bad right now. Weirdest thing, I have no idea why I'm feeling like I have no voice, because I feel perfectly healthy. I'm not sick at all. I just literally have no voice. So, we're going to be talking about discipline today. And I figured, hey, at the end of the day, I need to still do my daily dues, right? My non-negotiables, which we're going to talk about in today's video, because at the end of the day, I made a promise, that I'm going to make a commitment to YouTube. I'm going to make a commitment to the podcast Monday through Friday, no ifs, ands, or buts. When I get done doing my workouts, getting some work done, and I have the time, I'm going to create a new episode. I'm going to help inspire somebody. I'm going to help motivate somebody, because I know for a fact somebody is going to listen to this podcast episode. Somebody's going to watch this YouTube video, gain some inspiration from it. And I need to make it, whether I feel like it or not. Remember, today's episode, we're going to be talking all about discipline. Discipline. And this is something that you need to master, because at the end of the day, I don't want you to be falling complacent to yourself. I don't want you to constantly be procrastinating. I know a lot of people that struggle with that. A lot of people that set out big goals for themselves, but yet at the end of the day, they never really see success, because they either make up excuses to why they don't feel motivated. They either stop doing what they have to do because maybe they don't see results, or they just constantly feel like putting it off to the side. Maybe they don't have enough willpower. Something, right? Maybe it's not high up on their priority list. And here's the thing. There is great tools out there when it comes to tips on how to stop procrastinating, like setting up to-do list, having timestamps to go off maybe on your phone every hour or whatever the case may be for you to do something, right? And then other things like planning stuff out the night before. These are all great tools. These are all great tips. But at the end of the day, I'm here to tell you, it all boils down to discipline. Plain and simple. You need discipline. I say it like this, okay? And I truly do mean this. If you guys are watching this on YouTube right now, you guys can clearly see my shirt, right? It says daily habits equal success. You need to have daily habits. One of the best books that I've ever read in my life was Atomic Habits. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow in the next podcast episode, also in the next YouTube video. Some of the life lessons that truly changed my life just from applying it and learning it from Atomic Habits really is something special. I highly recommend everybody buy that book, read it, and let it change your life. But one of the biggest things that boils down to helping somebody to stop procrastinating and just staying motivated, staying on board, is having habits. You need to have discipline, right? At the end of the day, how does something become a habit? It becomes a routine, and you need to look at something that's a habit that you're doing within your own daily lifestyle now. Why do you do it? Because usually it's so easy, it's part of the routine. You've been doing it for years. You don't even think about it. Like something like brushing your teeth. At the end of the day, when you were a child, you needed, your parents to brush your teeth. They had to make you brush your teeth, plain and simple. Now as adults, they probably don't have to, hold you accountable. They probably don't have to call you up and say, hey, did you brush your teeth today? No, at the end of the day, you're doing it by yourself, plain and simple. But why? Because, when you're a kid, your parents had to hold you accountable and force you to do that until it became a habit. But then obviously there was some fighting back. You had to learn that there was consequences. Like what happens if you don't brush your teeth? Your breath obviously smells, potentially cavities, root canals, different things like that, gum diseases. So you knew that there was consequences that, hey, if I can easily do this, and I can fit into my daily routine, it's something I don't need to think about, right? And that's what it needs to boil down to, you and your goals. You need to create habits, discipline, that's going to help you reach your goals. Now, here's another thing that I learned from Atomic Habits, okay? Winners and losers both have goals. But what makes somebody a winner compared to make somebody a loser is having systems in place. So when you look into, your term of discipline, when it comes to habits, when it comes to routine, don't ignore the fact that you need systems in place. What are systems for fat loss, for success, for mindsets, right? We'll give you some categories here. So let's just say fat loss and let's say mindset, okay? Fat loss, systems in place. Maybe that means, I don't know, if you can't make it to the gym, you have a non-negotiable like doing some daily push-ups, doing some daily sit-ups. These are things that we personally help coach our guys with at Heartletics through our coaching program that they have seen amazing results from, is knowing that when they can't go to the gym, or let's say something happens at work where they can't get a workout in at their house, right? They'll have a daily habit set for them, like push-ups, sit-ups, something like that just builds in a routine. Okay, if we are able to miss a workout, I know I still need to at least do something that's being active to help me burn body fats. And guess what? If it's something easy as effortless as maybe a push-up or a sit-up goal or a step goal, odds are they can continue that. They can adapt to that habit, not just, through 12 weeks of coaching, but 12 years, but it's a system. Now, where that system comes in handy for guys that we coach is obviously we hold them accountable. Plain and simple. You watching this YouTube video, you listening to this podcast, you need to find some sort of accountability in your life if you want to reach success with your fat loss goals, success with your mindset goals. We can easily hold somebody accountable through our training program and have somebody follow a morning routine or nighttime routine that's going to be about gratitude, affirmations, goal setting, visualization to help somebody change mentally and work on their mindset. Obviously, same thing applies with meal plans, right? Nutrition, check-ins, training. It's that one-on-one accountability. So you need that. Look into who you're hanging around with, because if you want to know the number one tip, right, to having somebody hold you accountable, it's simply this. You need to look into your environment. Who is around you? Who are your friends? Who are your family? The people that you hang around with the most, are they putting you down or are they lifting you high? At the end of the day, Les Brown said it best. Birds of a feather flock together. You hang around with losers, you're going to become a loser. You hang around with winners, you're going to become a winner. They say that you become the average of the 5 people that you hang around with the most. So if you hang around with broke people, you're going to be broke. If you hang around with people that are lazy, that don't care about, their mindset and their fitness, you're going to become just like them. So who are you hanging around with? Personally, for me, right, I love the fact that we have these community groups. There's one for the coaches, there's one for like the guys, there's one for the girls, like the nutrition, everything. And so it's great because even as a coach myself, I need that accountability. I need somebody pushing me. We just had a step challenge inside the Heartletics coaching program, and it was awesome. There were so many people that completed in this, and just seeing everybody put forth all the effort every single day to get more and more steps and win the challenge. It was awesome. It was accountability 101. It was supporting. It was fun. It was great. Now, who do you have in your life that's helping you do that? Who are you hanging around with? Honestly, that is one of the key things to success in anything, is you need to be around people that's goal-oriented just like you, but they have systems in place, Once again, winners and losers, they both have goals. But the difference between somebody that wins and somebody that loses is they have systems in place, aka habits, daily habits, rituals, stuff that's going to help them, So another thing that you need to understand this is also is how you do one thing is how you do everything. So what do I mean by that? Well, think into your morning routine. Think into your nutrition. Don't expect to have a winning mindset if you're eating like garbage. Don't expect to have a winning mindset if you're being lazy and not active. Don't expect to be a winner in life if you're not challenging yourself, if you're not creating habits for success. But on top of that, don't expect other people to have respect for you if you don't have respect for yourself. You see, like when it comes down to discipline, and how to stop procrastinating, it all boils down to, honestly, your mindset. Like literally, and I always say this on every single one of my discovery call when somebody's applying for coaching from Heartletics. It's simply asking this one simple question. Do you feel like you will be successful inside of our program? And most of the time, they always answer yes. And I want to know why. Because here's the thing. If they don't see that they can be successful, I truly cannot help somebody. Plain and simple. If somebody has a bad mindset, what is a bad mindset? Look up on Google, okay, the difference between a fixed mindset and an open mindset. Somebody that's very fixed is stuck in their ways. What is somebody like that? Oh, well, carbs are the enemy. I'm never going to eat carbs, right? So they have a fixed mindset. Oh, well, cardio is the only way to burn body fat. I just need to do cardio. I can't do any resistance training, any strength training. Oh, okay, that's a fixed mindset. That's somebody that we don't want to help. Plain and simple. If somebody's stuck in their ways, right? It's like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, correct? So first off, right? In order to stop procrastinating, I guess let's start with your mindset. You need to have an open mindset. You need to be willing to change first and foremost. And then from there, you need to start creating some habits. But once again, your habits that's going to lead to success. Who is holding you accountable so that way you can be disciplined enough to continue doing them without somebody holding you accountable? That's the difference maker. That's how you reach your goals in life. That's how you have success. Whether it's your fat loss journey, whether it's, you're creating a new career, whatever the case may be, starting a new business, it does not matter. You need to be, one, open-minded. Two, you need to have some habits in place. But here's the thing. Anytime you're doing something new that's different, that's out of your comfort zone, that's different from your daily routine, life is going to throw you curveballs. Life's going to throw you adversity. Life's going to throw you stress. And that's life testing you. Because guess what? You're starting to expand. You're starting to take that step into the unknown and step outside the comfort zone. So life is testing you, saying how bad you want it. Now, when you have somebody in your corner holding you accountable, giving you support, once again, it's a lot easier to get through those obstacles in life so you don't fall off the wagon. So if you truly want to see success, you need to change your environment. You need to start hanging around some like-minded individuals that's going to guarantee the success that you're looking for, because guess what? They have the systems in place. They're already being that person that they want to become. You need to follow the leader. Plain and simple. Until it becomes so easy, just like brushing your teeth, nobody is reminding you today. That, my friends, that is how you stop procrastinating, not for a week, not for a year, but for a lifetime. You need to create better habits. You need to have better systems. You need to have some non-negotiables with yourself. Like, for example, I have no voice. And I'm recording this YouTube video, recording this podcast episode. I don't care. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm probably not going to have a voice tomorrow. I don't care. It's a non-negotiable. I have literally on my whiteboard, okay? I'm on a mission to change 1 million lives. Why would I miss out on the opportunity just because I'm losing my voice to not help inspire somebody today with this podcast, with this YouTube episode, today? I'm not trying to, hey, I'll start later, or I'll start next week and make up excuses for myself. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm on a mission. It's a non-negotiable Monday through Friday YouTube videos, podcast episodes. Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. What are the habits that you're instilling into your lifestyle to help you reach success within your goals? What are your non-negotiables? Look into that. Master that. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. Nobody's going to become a cheerleader, right? And pat you on the back, right? During the good times, during the hard times. Like, no. Coaching is different. Coaching is leadership. Coaching is pushing somebody. Coaching is motivating someone. Coaching is telling somebody how it is, the reality of it. Not just this, oh, I'm going to sugarcoat everything and tell them what they want to hear. No, that doesn't change somebody's life. That doesn't transform somebody's mindset. That doesn't transform somebody's body. Look into things like that. Once again, these are the tools and the tips on how to stop procrastinating. It all boils down to your mindset. It all boils down to your daily habits. And most importantly, who's holding you accountable? Who's in your corner? That's all, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, I highly recommend and would appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And also, maybe share it on Facebook. I'm struggling over here to talk. So I would love the support, And then same thing with the podcast. Whether you guys are listening to this on Apple iTunes, Spotify, share, copy and paste that link, share it to social media. Hopefully it helps somebody along their journey as well. You never know, right? A simple share could do wonders for somebody with just giving somebody the inspiration and the motivation to continue to push through. So, guys, I really hope you liked today's episode. If you did, definitely let me know. And other than that, this has been Coach Joe with the Heartletics Podcast, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scout.